What's going on, guys? Today I want to talk about the Ethereum ETF because that's the hottest news in crypto today. So let's go over my projected analysis of what I thought was going to happen today and see if it stacks up with what is actually transpiring, because Ethereum ETF's top $1 billion in trading volume as ETH price underperforms. Now, I said in a previous video this week that what I projected to happen was that the price was actually going to drop as soon as the ETFs went live. And that is exactly what happened. Now, it didn't drop as low as I thought it would. Now, I didn't do a price prediction on this because I thought that we might see some weird stuff, and that's exactly what happened. Today, the Bitcoin price is much higher than it was when Bitcoin's ETF came out in January. The reason that I thought that Ethereum was going to drop today was based on historical data of how Bitcoin performed during its ETF going live. But the thing is the market is in a completely different place than what it was back in January. And I mentioned that in my previous video. So I said that we could see something similar to what we're seeing right now. And essentially what we saw was the price shot up initially as soon as it went live and then dumped. And that's exactly what I was projecting would happen, but it didn't dump very low. So we got all the way up to about 35.45, and then it dumped all the way down to 33.91. So it dumped about $150 essentially, which I thought we would see $200 to $300. Of course, I didn't make that price prediction, but that is what I was thinking in my head. It didn't do that much, and now we're slowly going back up. Now, I thought that over the next month, and this could still be the case, that Ethereum was going to drop over the course of the next month and then shoot up just like Bitcoin did. But like I said, the market is in a much different place right now. We've got this election going on as well, and there is a lot of things happening in that election. The campaigns are talking about what they're going to do for the crypto industry. Today, we got news that Kamala Harris might even be on board for crypto. Although she's had negative remarks in the past, she might be on board with changing that direction of her campaign. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. But we already know that Trump has said that he is going to be pro-Bitcoin and pro-crypto. So there's that. All right, so let's also look at something else that came out today that could also be a factor in why the price is where it's at. Bitcoin slips to near $65,000 as Mt. Gox creditors receive assets on Kraken. Bitcoin Cash led with a 7% decline, while Solana's Sol, Ripple's XRP, and Cardano's ADA also dropped 4 to 5% as the news of the Mt. Gox distribution weighed on sentiment. Cryptocurrency slid Tuesday as Kraken started to distribute assets to creditors of defunct exchange Mt. Gox, with the potential sell pressure weighing on the market. Bitcoin tumbled to $65,500, down nearly 4% over the past 24 hours, while Bitcoin Cash plummeted more than 7% over the same period. So here we have from CoinDesk analysis saying that Kraken has started distributing its Mt. Gox Bitcoin to the creditors. And essentially, we are seeing exactly what we thought was going to happen with this, a little bit of sell pressure, but honestly, a lot less than what I think a lot of people thought would happen. So what we're seeing here is really good strength in the market. And I think if this continues with everything else that's going on with these new ETFs, I mean, $1 billion in trading volume on day one of the ETH ETF is massive, guys. But for whatever reason, we're still chopping. And I think if this sentiment of strength continues with Bitcoin and with Ethereum, we could easily see in the coming weeks some very bullish sentiment coming back into the market. We're already seeing a lot of stuff on Twitter today about the ETF, but I think that a lot of people are still sidelined because they didn't know which way the market was going to go today. And because it's not underperforming as far as a lot of people speculated, I think that we could see it start overperforming even. So I'm going to continue to share with you guys my strategy. Now, one of the assets that I've been telling you guys that I've been buying is Avalanche. And as you can see, this is my P&L from the past 7 days. And what I did was I bought Avalanche. I took some long positions at about $25 and $26, and then I sold it yesterday at about $32, and I took those profits and I waited for today to see this slump. Now, Avalanche has been affected by this market underperformance more than Ethereum. And so what I did was today, when AVAX reached less than $30 again, I scooped some up under $30, and I will continue to add to that position if the price continues to drop. But I think that we might be seeing some more bullish indicators here in the coming weeks for Avalanche. There has been a lot of amazing news coming out of that community. Just last week, we had this massive airdrop from the Avalanche Foundation that nobody knew was coming. So with things like that, I think that AVAX is going to perform extremely well in this next bull cycle. And so I'm going to continue stacking as much of that AVAX as I possibly can in my portfolio. But that is where we're at right now, guys. That is what I'm going to continue to do. I will continue to update you guys on all things that I do with my portfolio. If you guys are interested in that, definitely let me know in the comments section below. If you have watched all the way to the end, I just want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. It means the world to me. It really does. But that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you again. Crypto Clay out.